I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and off we go from Cleveland. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Check 13. Check 13. Watch the edge. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. 54. Check back.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Mike 54. Regular. Let him know.
Mayfield. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Watch the screen. Mike 5-4. Mike touch.
On third down, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out.
180. 54 Mike. Exit. He's coming. King. He's coming, double up. Shoot. Hey, alert. Hey, wahoo.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
Big Sears right here. We got to step it up. Hey, you. Mike 54. That's it.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Here we go. Switch. Up. Real. Right there. 54 Mike. Pick me up. Here we go. Hey, exit. Run.
And that'll set him back 5. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. A run for Nick Chubb. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe.
They go with Chubb on second down. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Mike's 54. Pistol. Hey, Delta. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4". I'm coming after you. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Mayfield looks to throw. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 48.
They'll run on first down. Hilliard, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Topper! Up,
Here's Hilliard. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is third down. Throwing, Mayfield. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10, and he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive.
Alert!
On the run, this is Hilliard. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Get off the field. Alert! 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
To throw, Mayfield. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 17-yard line. Speaking of Odell Beckham, he went over 100 yards in that loss to Seattle in Week 6. 101 yards to be exact, 6 catches. Second 100-yard game for him as a Cleveland Brown, but people are waiting for him to find the end zone more. Just 1 touchdown catch through 6 weeks.
Regular. Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
180! Watch screen! Bang, bang! Hey, alert 33! Bang, bang! Chance!
A toss play to Chubb. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
Brings up third down.
Third and long for Mayfield. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham there to make the grab. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
The Vikings take over first and 10.
Let's go.
25-yard line.
Mike, number 53! Mike, 53!
Cousins now to throw on first down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. On the corner blitz that time, the sack goes to Denzel Ward.
Second down.
53!
On second down, Cook. A good positive play there, 9 yards, but still third and long.
The tackle by Gary.
On third down, Cousins. And that is incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield.
At the 47-yard line.
Good! 180! Hey, alert 33!
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Here's Mayfield, and that's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Ford is the mark. Hey, Alpha. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Regular. X3. 218. Chopper. Run. Watch 24.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Let's go, B. Let's go. Hey, let's get this. Point it right. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Let's go. Smooth. Watch out.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Mike. Mike. 6 man. Check curls. Shift.
First down. Here's Cousins. And Diggs has it. A gain of 6 there on first. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Gun! Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Browns drive about to get started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that could alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll
through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 74 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Hey, Lloyd 33. Hey, high 7.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Give the tackle there to Danielle Hunter.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Mike 55. Fun. It's our time.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free. This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run. Chubb. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Mayfield tosses one complete to Landry. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Chubb trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Get ready, get ready.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Cousins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now Cousins on 4th down, and down he goes. A sack. They sack him back across midfield at about the 48-yard line. The D brought the house, they called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want, they go right to the blitz, and in this case,
under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Danielle Hunter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And we're back now here in Cleveland. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now on 2nd and 16, Mayfield. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. The Browns on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Right there, 54, right there.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield, and that's knocked away and incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Mayfield now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Check the backer, check the backer.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
I'm coming out. Run.
Now Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
We got 3. Three down. Mike's 5-4.
Mayfield now. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 29. There he goes, right side. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. In a tie game 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here is Cook on 3rd and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Well, that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
They run, Cook, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Yellow. What's that?
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a 2nd straight play. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Check the out.
Cousins gives way to Cook. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Bailey's kick is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 36. Landry, the intended target.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
Sahan, 180. Stay with your man.
First down, here's the run with Cook. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Cousins here to throw. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Stop your whining. He's checking. Crash. Gun. Check. Motion out of the backfield.
Now Cousins. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will.
Easy.
Off the play fake, Cousins. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
I thought we're going to see more and more of this continue to flow into the NFL game, and that is the quarterback run game. Not successful here going for 2, but it's not something that people shy away from totally anymore either.
In particular, do you think more so around the goal line?
I think so. Anytime it's short yardage, anytime you can go ahead and keep the ball in the hands of the quarterback who's athletic, you go ahead and do that rather than risk a handoff or a pitch.
They just couldn't get it done there, though. 2-point try fails. The Browns drive about to get started. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better, and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end up one for you.
Well, we'll see if they go back to base.
Alert! Check!
First down, Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good